So I decided to change out my TiVo OTA over-the-air antenna TiVo box with this TiVo Bolt. This is the 500 gig version. And you can see that everything's connected and plugged in the back here for the OTA. And then once I switched them out, this is what it looked like. So yes, there's a little bit of a rat's nest back there, but you get a good view of all the components that I have put together. So we can see the TiVo Bolt in the front, and then just behind the TiVo Bolt, that little flat box is the Amazon Fire TV. And then to the right of the TiVo Bolt is my Comcast router, the black device standing straight up. And then besides that is the Apple Wi-Fi. And if you notice in the very back against the wall, everything plugs into a power line. And this is a power line. It's the TP-Link power line 1200. And it has 3 1 gig ports underneath that connect it. And I have the Comcast router plugged into it to deliver networking throughout my power panel in the house. And then I have the TiVo plugged into it because I do route those streamed images to the minis. And then I have the Fire TV plugged into it. And then the Airport Extreme or the Wi-Fi device plugs directly into the router. So the only thing that connects to the router is the Wi-Fi device. Everything else is connecting directly into the power line. So once I got the TiVo Bolt connected, the next thing I had to do was activate it. And from the earlier video I did about, now's the time to buy the TiVo Bolt because of the pricing. This is the registration part. So we can see that the TiVo that I purchased includes 1 year of service in the purchase price. So I paid $249 at Best Buy for this with $50 off right now. I did have to order it online. You cannot get the older pricing model at their store, at least not at the 2 stores that are close to me. So I ordered it online, but it did include the 1 year subscription, which takes my price for the TiVo Bolt, if you remove the cost of the 1 year subscription, down to $69. So I couldn't really pass that up given the fact that if I ever went back to cable, I would have that as another option. Plus this TiVo Bolt does support 4K. And my TV does also support 4K. Now, I'm not going to get over-the-air antenna broadcast at 4K, but if I stream anything like from Netflix or Amazon Prime that is in 4K, then I can stream that directly through the Bolt to my TV. Okay, so that was the thought process. So let's go through a couple of things about my setup.
Okay, I have my new Bolt installed behind the TV, and I took the TiVo OTA, and it's currently in the basement so I can transfer everything. But I wanted to go through a quick complaint or issue. So this is interesting. So this is the remote that comes with the TiVo Bolt, and I would think that essentially it's the same except for the white color. And then this is the one that came with the OTA that was in there instead of the Bolt. So I'm trying to program this to turn my TV and my soundbar on and off. I've currently got the soundbar muted so you can hear me and not the television. So I've gone through every single code for LG and trying to program it on this remote, and it doesn't work. So here's the OTA one, just to show you that it does work. One button, TV power, turn the TV off, and turn my soundbar off. Same button. Turns them both on. And of course then I could do volume, mute. Okay, the TV will be on in a second. There it goes. This guy, I don't care how many times I've tried, like I said, I've gone through every single code for LG and it doesn't work. I can turn off the television, but I can't do anything with the soundbar at all. So I had this problem before, and that's why I sent the Bolt back the first time. But I have an extra remote, so I figured, well, let me try this remote. This is working, so let me reprogram that or this remote to work with the Bolt, because they sell these on their website as remote replacements. I haven't seen this, but I've seen this. All right, so let me grab that one. I got a couple over here. So here's the one I bought off their website. And I just had an extra remote. I just used this as an extra one because I thought I was having some trouble with the Mini, so I bought an extra remote. I bought this from them, and I've already erased it. And how you erase it is you hold the TiVo and the TV power button down, then it lights up, and then you thumb down 3 times, hit enter, and then it blinks and it's erased. Okay, so this one, like I said, won't control the TiVo at all. This one will. So let's go to what we have to do first is we have to, and I can't remember which one it is. Okay, so it's gotta be that one. So I just hit a button. You can see that amber blinking. It's trying to pair itself with the Bolt. The other one, this one worked fine. You just hit the button, even if it's behind there. Right, it's trying to pair itself. Now I'm gonna just crack this open a little bit so that IR will work. And we'll just hit the TiVo button again. Oh look, the TV changed, right? But this is still blinking because RF isn't syncing with it. Now it might have. Nope, see, hit another button and it starts blinking. It says it can't find the TiVo Bolt. But for IR, I'm gonna hit the guide. There we go. And it's still blinking amber, trying to find the RF. So these are definitely different RF signals from these remotes. So I can't even use this one, which did work on both of these, on this remote here. I can't use this one to control the Bolt, but I can get it to control the TV and the soundbar. It's ridiculous. All right, now one interesting thing though is my soundbar will turn itself on and off. Well, it won't turn itself off. What happens is if the TV is off and it's no longer getting signal from the TV, it'll eventually go to sleep. It'll turn itself off. And then when you turn the TV on, then it'll automatically receive signal from the optical input and then turn on. So is it that big of a deal? Probably not. It's just completely irritating that it worked fine with the $49 OTA and this remote and doesn't work worth a shit with this remote. Okay, so I'm going to show you how transfers work. So we're going to go to the TiVo button, go to my shows. I'm going to go to the other DVR, the one that I put in the basement, select that. And here's the recordings that are on there. And I really don't care about any of these. My wife's got a couple of recordings here and we're all caught up, so I don't have to transfer a lot of shows. So let's just say this one. So I'm going to select that and then it goes here, transfer this recording, and then it'll automatically start transferring it to this box. So it's currently transferring. When it's done, it's done. You can start playing it right away or you don't have to. So you have to go through each one of these and select them to transfer. And then once it's done, it'll be in your shows on this box. So we can see here that it's still transferring because it doesn't have the bright blue dot on it. This one I already pulled over. The one thing that's kind of frustrating a little bit too is the OnePass. You can't transfer the OnePass, so I had to go in and manually add all these back. So what I did it with the app. It made it a little bit easier than having to go through and arrow around to find what I wanted. So let me show you a couple things about the app. Okay, so this is the TiVo app, and here's the guide. And it's currently connected to the TiVO Bolt, so we can see a little bit more of the channels here. And then if you want to select different ones, you can select the different box. So here's the one that I'm transferring from to the TiVO Bolt. So let's go back to this one. Okay, and then to manage the OnePass on this box, it's actually pretty easy. Let me show you. So if I wanted to, if I wanted to add a OnePass, then I could just type in the show name here. So, give me a show name, Gabriel. You can't think of anything.
Daredevil.
Daredevil. which is not on TV.
Bad example.
Alright, but here's Daredevil. And it's on Amazon and Netflix. And I can create OnePass with this. Create OnePass. And then season 1, we can say just new episodes. And there we go. Got OnePass. So it's a little bit easier to do it here in the app than it is on the actual TiVo device. One other thing I wanted to show you is streaming. So I've got the TiVo Stream. And what that does is it allows you to watch shows that you have previously recorded or watch live TV streamed to your mobile phone. So let's see, this is auto racing, and we'll say watch on iPhone. And so if I'm away from the house and I want to watch something that's on broadcast TV, it's going to set up the stream. That's what it's saying right there. And essentially it's just going to start recording it, and then it puts it into, let me flip it this way. Yeah, it starts streaming it then to my phone. It's buffering. Takes a few seconds for it to buffer, and then it will start streaming it. There we go. So you get a good picture, good sound. This is live TV, obviously a little delayed because of the recording, but you're getting live stream from my over-the-air antenna through the TiVo Stream to my phone. And I could be in the house or I could be away from the house. So that's, I like that. When you say done, it'll give you a chance to delete the recording now or keep it. I'll say delete. And then if I wanted to watch a recorded show, let's say El Volo, I can say watch now. You can watch it on the TV, and it'll start playing on the TV or my iPhone. And then buffering will start. And there we go. So now we're watching a recorded show on via TiVo Stream 2. So again, that's pretty cool that the app can do all that. It's just extra stuff that I was personally interested in. And so, yeah, that's it. You can browse, do all that, guide, info, whatever's on TV now, popular next, whatever, my shows, and then of course then switch your boxes. Also, there is a remote control here. So if you wanted to use your app as a remote control, you could do that. It's good for keyboard access too. If you had to type in a complicated password, you can pull this in and then just type it in there for that particular thing instead of having to worry about scrolling around for stuff. So, pretty cool.